is. Hey guys, I'm Captain Caro here with another Konosuba video, and we're finally gonna cover Darkness, also known as Dustinus Ford La Latina. Now of course there will be spoilers as we go over her personality, notable quotes, and achievements, so let's get right to it. Starting with her personality, Darkness is famously known as a masochist who loves humiliation. She loves going up against opponents who seem big and scary with crazy scenarios in her head, mainly lewd ones. Now, while this is her most well-known trait considering it's been memed to death and has been drawn into lewd comics countless of times, I feel like there are some other traits of hers that are just as prominent. Such traits include her sense of justice, how easy and gullible she can be, how useless she can be, and how great her resolve is. These traits can be seen in instances like Volume 7, my personal favorite volume, kinda at the start of Volume 12 where she tries to collect taxes, and in instances where she is shown to be supportive of taking out corrupt or evil noble households. Of course, there are many cases of her being easy and gullible, like in Volume 4 at the Axis Church, or when Aqua constantly tells Darkness nonsense just to pass time. And of course, she's also the most useless member of her party by far, being nothing more than a literal meat shield and rarely does anything worthwhile. Darkness is also kind of a meathead, selfish, and rash in her decision making in some instances, and we can see her being selfish in Volume 12 with Cosma, a meathead in Volume 5 when she tries to punch the rifle to fix it, or we can also see her being rash in her decision making in Volume 7 where she tries to sell herself to kind of fix all her problems. However, even though she has a lot of problems, overall I think she's a very good person who, while having some perverted tendencies, is selfish and carries meat for brains, would for the most part do anything to help those around her, and fights for the betterment of humanity and to take down the Demon King, which is an admirable quality. Going on to her achievements, you'd be surprised to find that even as the most useless member of her party, she does have some achievements to boast. She can be said to be one of the most durable beings that we've seen in the Konosuba world, as she's taken a hit from an undead dragon and Vanya's Death Wary, and has survived to lift the tail. She has helped defeat many of the Demon King generals, helped defeat the Hydra, helped defeat the Griffin. She's done a lot. She has partially saved her country from money issues during the events of Volume 10. So while she's extremely useless compared to the other members of her party, she has a lot of achievements to her name, which is rather shocking when I did the research for this video. Going on to relationships, let's start with Cosma. First off, Darkness is in love with Cosma and has not only tried to root for him, but also rape him in an attempt to break up Cosma and Megman. Now obviously this is terrible, and this is one of the reasons why I've seen light novel readers kind of trash on Darkness and don't hold her in a high regard when compared to other characters. But even after all this, Cosma still cares for Darkness and views her as a friend, even if he shouldn't, and Darkness has kind of realized that she's lost to Megumin at this point. So they have a pretty good relationship, I'd say. Speaking of Megumin, Darkness and Megumin have a decent enough friendship, such as Megumin going to Boba Church to save Darkness from a terrible life, which is very kind. And although Megumin has also called out Darkness on her shenanigans that she tried to do onto Cosma, they could still be considered friends in the later novels, even though Darkness can be considered a terrible friend, and truly care for each other at the end of the day, even if Darkness has received some scolding from Megumin for the things she's attempted to pull. Going to Aqua, Darkness and Aqua are very good friends, and although they have butted heads before with matters between the Air Church and Axis Church in Volume 8 of the light novel, they're still good friends and they care for each other, and seem to hang out pretty well. We can also talk about Chris, who is Darkness' oldest friend, and secretly the Goddess of Fortune heiress. They have gone through some adventures together and get along rather well, and have even went to thieving together before, showing that they have a very good bond. And I mean, hey man, I like Eris a lot, bro. Y'all better be excited for that Eris profile, cause ooh. Going on to some memorable quotes or moments that I personally really enjoy from Darkness. Some of them include Volume 12 when she cries about Cosma about why she just can't work with him, and I think it's very heartfelt. Or maybe Volume 7, where she gushes over everything that Cosmo's done for her. Or yes, even the masochist rants that people are so fond of are very memorable. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Darkness is a very interesting character, and one who I'm sometimes not sure whether I like or not. Except in Volume 7, where Darkness is the best girl in fiction. So I wanted to spend a lot of time on this video. I know that not everything is perfect, but take this as my interpretation of Darkness, because she's difficult to understand, man. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.